What's good, YouTube? It's Coffee. Back at it, man. R.I.P. Eazy, no question. Major hip-hop legend. Rest in peace to Eazy. Now, there's a lot of conspiratorial-ish in the blogosphere, no question. But what we're talking about here regarding Eazy's death, there's been some comments made before regarding all this, and some cats that were around him in the later stages of his life, like Bone Thugs and Harmony and different individuals, just said, like he seemed fine. And then all of a sudden, he's sick, full-blown AIDS, passes away. Like, real talk, this ain't just some conspiratorial-ish I'm trying to spin to y'all. Y'all comment and let me know what you guys think. But Ice Cube did the Logan Paul podcast, went viral, many clips, but this clip regarding Eazy is wow.
He described his preferred method of taking care of somebody was eerily reminiscent or like similar to like how Eazy passed. And by the way, keep in mind, this is not my fucking conspiracy, bro. Like, this is an online conspiracy that I've just read about, and I wanted to ask you about like your thoughts on that.
Are you saying Suge Knight gave Eazy
potential? They're saying that the conspiracy says that Suge Knight could have potentially been the person that gave Eazy AIDS
how would he do that?
Through an intravenous needle.
And Eazy would never tell anybody that.
No, maybe Eazy didn't even know. Because you just poke somebody, like, and they don't even know. Maybe they were at a club or some shit, Nah,
I think if somebody poke you with one of them goddamn needles, you know.
Stupid ass.
You know.
I told everybody I would ask.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Just say this happened. Eazy would tell somebody, this motherfucker poked me with some shit.
No, but it does happen. It does happen in clubs. Remember, Dylan, didn't it used to be a thing for a while where, like, people were doing that and, like, you might not even know.
Now, if he was unconscious, and I don't know, it's like, I don't know. It just sounds
crazy.
It just sounds like if Eazy would have known he got poked, he would have said something. If he didn't know he got poked, then the conspiracy lives on.
Would you put it past
I don't put shit past nobody.
I was gonna ask, isn't Suge a little unhinged?
I don't know.
He ran someone over like twice.
So y'all heard it, right? Logan Paul, and I don't even know who the other dudes is with him on the show, but they're talking to Cube, and they're talking about Eazy, HIV, full-blown AIDS, all that, right? And they're speaking on this comment Suge made. We're going to roll that clip if y'all forgot about it a while back, way back, throwback Kimmel, right? Before Kimmel had the slot that he does now, where, Kimmel and Fallon, one of them took over for Leno, one of them took over for Letterman, right? But before that, Kimmel had a different slot. So did Fallon, I think, where they weren't like the main late night show. We're gonna roll that in a minute. But you heard Cube, he's like, yo, I don't put ish past anybody. And he made it clear to say that. Well, let's roll this old Suge clip. This is what Logan Paul and his dudes were referencing.
Fresh out of jail, I'll come check you out, right?
Right.
Why the bulletproof vest?
Oh, it's not. Oh no, that's just it's new style. You've been in the game for a while. This is what everybody. This is what all the talk show hosts are wearing.
It's a new thing, right?
Yeah.
See, if somebody gonna do something about it, technology is so high, right?
Right.
So if you shoot somebody, you go to jail forever. So the kids, you don't want to go to jail forever, right? So they got this new thing out there. People sell them all the time. They got this stuff they call, they get blood from somebody with AIDS.
Yeah.
And they shoot you with it.
Oh,
so
that seems bad.
That's a slow death.
Yeah.
Easy thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Way to lighten the mood.
Wow. Well.
So y'all heard that? He mentions, hey, you can't get away with killing anyone anymore. There's cameras everywhere. And this was a while back, right? There wasn't cameras how there is now, but they were starting to be out there. Now, between NSA satellites and all the devices and everything else, like, you're always on candid camera. You're always gonna be caught in 4K. But it's so wild. He talks about, yeah, you just shoot someone up with a needle, um, some tainted blood from an AIDS patient. Bam, you got AIDS. And it's specifically at the end, he says, it's a slow death, like an Eazy-E kind of thing. And this went wild viral back in the day. I think even Eazy's family commented on this. Like, this is wild. Now, Suge Knight is known to say some off the wall things, but he's also been involved in a lot of fluckery, jumping people, making people drink piss. Yeah, y'all heard about that. Just all kinds of just cold stuff, and obviously we know him and Eazy had a major beef. He wanted Dre, some other artists released from Ruthless Records when Death Row was starting out. But there's been a lot of debate if the Eazy really got jumped, like what was said or not. But it's just crazy, like he really said that. There was some real beef. He laughed. He thought it was funny. And that's what I'm saying. You see a lot of ish in the blogosphere. There's a lot of heavy conspiratorial ish. But it's like what Logan Paul and them were saying wasn't just something they picked out of the air. Like Suge flat out said this, and it really makes you wonder, man. And then on top of it, too, I remember hearing, I have to try and dig it up. Comment and let me know if you guys want me to, dive in on this story a little more. There's some clips out there. I don't know if I can't remember who it is, but someone said something about acupuncture. I don't know if Eazy-E was getting acupuncture or what the case was, and a tainted acupuncture needle. Y'all ever heard that whole story? I don't know. There's theories Suge could have something to do with it. Some people say Jerry Heller was mad. Him and Eazy-E weren't on good terms anymore. I don't know. Y'all ever heard where Jerry Heller said, man, when Eazy-E wanted to body Suge, I told him, nah. Y'all seen it in the Straight Outta Compton movie. You got to sue motherfuckers like him. He said, nah, I want to kill his ass. And he's like, I wish I wouldn't have stopped him. Something else that's wild, too, you heard them dudes with Logan Paul's team saying something about, remember back in the days in clubs, they were talking about someone bumping into someone in a club. I remember there was an episode of Oz. Adebisi gave someone AIDS like that. He went and worked in the AIDS ward of the prison. Got some AIDS blood and stuck the one dude that was the head of the mob. Can't remember his name. Shabetta. Remember, he hit Shabetta with the jump off. Shabetta played the old dude in Breaking Bad too. The Salamanca dude that always had to ring the bell. But y'all ever hear them stories back in the day? Like they were mentioning in clubs, people getting stuck with needles. I remember when I was coming up. You know what I mean? There were those rumors, like I've mentioned them before in videos, like before the internet, rumors that made it all across the world. We could have grew up in separate hemispheres and we all done heard the same rumors, like the Marilyn Manson and the Lil' Kim rumors and all that. It's wild. Before the internet, how did these damn rumors spread like that? But out my way, and let me know if you guys ever heard anything like this. Out my way, people were talking stories about people would go into the movie theater, sit down, and you get pricked in the ass with something. You look down and there's a needle. And supposedly people were saying it was like people were doing that with like dirty needles with AIDS. Then there was another story people were talking about, like in the club district where people would go to clubs, there'd be someone out front acting like they had to stamp your hand to get in the club. And then after they did, it would prick you and you'd be like, ow, that hurt. And this one just sounds like a stretch because they say it was some kind of time-released stamp where right away you couldn't see what it said. And then minutes later, it would appear and say, welcome to the world of AIDS. Dead serious, man. That was a rumor I heard out my way. Let me know if y'all heard any kind of rumors related to people sticking people with dirty needles, That's the type of ish that's just creepy as fuck, man. Make you paranoid, But I don't know, man. What do you guys think about this whole thing? Do you guys think Suge could have did that? Have you ever heard all these theories before? Let's talk about it below in the comments. Once again, RIP Eazy-E. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and stay tuned for more content. It's Coffee. I'm gone.